Hello and welcome back. So today's video is going to be all about Empress Anna of Russia's ice palace. But before we get onto her ice palace, here's a little bit about Empress Anna and how she became empress. So Empress Anna was born on the 7th of February 1693 in Moscow. She was the daughter of Ivan V of Russia. Now she was one of 4 children, but she only had 2 surviving sisters, an elder sister called Catherine and a younger sister called Praskovia. So as Anna got older, her personality was not great. She did turn into a bit of a mean girl. In November 1710, Anna married Frederick William, Duke of Courland. So after their wedding, they spent some time in Russia before heading off to Courland. But on the way there, Frederick William died. It is uncertain what he died of, though some people reckon it could have been caused by a chill, while others think that it could have been the effects of alcohol. So Anna carried on to Courland and ruled there for almost 20 years. In 1370, Peter II of Russia died, and with his death, the male Romanov line became extinct. But there were 4 candidates for the Russian throne, and all of them were female. There was Anna and her sisters, and also Peter the Great of Russia's daughter Elizabeth. So Anna was actually eventually chosen to become Empress of Russia because she was widowed and didn't really show any indication of marrying again. She was also childless, and this meant that there would be no foreign interference with the governing of Russia. And she also had experience of government, as she had ruled her late husband's duchy alone for so long. So when they did ask her to become empress, the Supreme Privy Council made Anna sign a declaration of condition, which basically said that Anna was to govern in accordance to the council and that she couldn't make any real decisions without their say-so. She was not allowed to declare war, call for peace, impose new taxes, punish nobility without trial, make grants of estate, appoint high officials, promote anyone to call office, and spend the revenue of the state without their consent. So Anna agreed and signed this document and went on to become empress, but there were some people that weren't happy. Not to do with the fact that Anna was empress, that was fine, but to do with some of the people who were on the Supreme Privy Council. So the Supreme Privy Council was largely made up of 2 prominent families in Russia, and the people weren't too happy with these 2 families having most of the power in the country. So a few people marched onto the palace and they asked Anna to rip up the conditions and assume autocratic powers. Now this Anna did do, and she sent some of the creators of the document to the scaffold, while others she exiled to Siberia. And then she ruled as an absolute monarch. So apparently on the night that Anna ripped up the document of conditions, the aurora borealis appeared in the sky, making the sky above Russia appearing all in blood. Now this was taken to be a bad omen as to what Anna's reign would be like. Now during her reign, Anna became known for her cruel sense of humour, and there was one person that Anna was particularly cruel to, and this involved her ice palace. This was Prince Mikhail Alexeyevich Golitsyn. He came from one of the most noblest families in Russia, but he dared to marry a Catholic Italian woman. Now Anna was not happy with this, especially since she did not like Catholics. Now sadly for Prince Mikhail, his wife died shortly after their wedding. And you would have thought that that would be that, but Empress Anna was not happy. She made Prince Mikhail become her court jester. She would have him pretend to be a chicken and sit on a basket of eggs, and then when she had visitors over, he would have to pretend to lay the eggs. Anna then forced him to marry one of her maids, who was apparently very old and very ugly, and then on their wedding night she forced them to spend the night in the palace made of ice. Now this ice palace had not been specifically made for Prince Mikhail's wedding. It had been built as part of the celebrations for Russia's victory over the Ottoman Empire, but Empress Anna just decided to include the wedding celebrations in the whole celebration. Now, in this ice palace, everything was made of ice. There was ice beds with ice pillows, chairs were made of ice, even the logs on the fire were made of ice. So Prince Mikhail and his wife had to spend the night in this just surrounded by ice, and to make things worse, Russia and basically the rest of Europe were experiencing a really harsh winter. So on their wedding day, Anna made the couple dress up in clown outfits. She then had them locked into a cage, which was then put on the back of an elephant and paraded through the streets up to the ice palace. Following them, there were a group of people who were considered undesirable. So once they got to the ice palace, they had to strip their clothes off and be naked to spend the night in the ice palace. And Anna told them that to keep warm, they should make love with each other all night. And if they did so, then they would not freeze to death. So in the end, the couple survived their night in the ice palace because the wife had traded a pearl necklace for a sheepskin coat off of one of the guards that was guarding them. But then sadly, Prince Mikhail's second wife died shortly after their wedding as well, probably from pneumonia that she caught while being in the ice palace. Empress Anna ended up dying less than a year later, probably from kidney stones. So there's the story of Empress Anna's ice palace. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!